Obviously, there is a very small proportion of people who aren't happy at the moment with this new direction that the business is going in. Whether that is because they feel that they've wasted an awful lot of their time and effort, and we are changing to something else. But let me try and break it down for you a little bit about moving forward. Whatever work you have done previously in OnPassive is not in vain. Everything that you have worked hard for to better yourself, to make a business, is not in vain. Everything will become very apparent as we are moving and transitioning to the next phase. It's quite difficult to explain things when you can't explain things because you haven't got all the information. This causes a lot of anxiety amongst people. It causes people to guess. It causes people to surmise, I suppose, even of what might happen. My best advice I can give to you is to hang on to the words that our CEO has told us. And that is, what is coming is going to be bigger and better than it was before. All that work that we have all put into our OnPassive businesses in the past, and I mean by getting the word out there, by inviting people to join us and all the rest of it, I am sure that that is not in vain. I am sure that all of that will be able to move in some way to the next phase. How that's going to happen, I have no idea. What has to happen for that to happen, I have no idea. But one thing's for sure is that he wants the best for us. Now, that is also something that we need to hang on to dearly as well, is that we need to understand that he's doing this obviously for the benefit of his business, his reputation, his name, but also more importantly, for us to succeed as well in the online space and to be able to make a difference to ourselves, our family, close friends, etc., in a positive way. For that all to happen, then this next phase needs to happen. Does this mean that OnPassive is going to be no more? Well, you heard from our CEO that the only thing that is going to be in the next phase is Ash Mufareh's name and himself. The rest of it, including all the products and services that we've already seen, are we going to have similar kinds of things moving forward? I don't know. But one thing's for sure is it is certainly going to be better than it was before. Is the names going to be the same? I don't know. But I keep on saying the same thing. I like to use logic quite a lot in trying to understand things. It makes logical sense that if we are moving into this next phase, moving forward, then we would be stupid not to utilize something that works and we can use moving forward. So hang on one second. Oi! Shh. So I say again that in my opinion, there will be some similarities or things that we recognize to a certain extent in the next phase. How that's all going to pan out, I don't know. We need to listen to our CEO. We need to understand that the information is going to come from him. All that we can do, the likes of myself and Marty and Chris and the OTech pros and Andy Burks and many others, Comfort, etc. All we can do is to put into our own words what our CEO has said. Now, who you follow for that advice or follow to get that in your own language, maybe in a format that you understand better, that's entirely up to you who you follow for that. But here's a little word of warning of who you follow. Please make sure that what these people are saying is the truth that has come from our CEO. It is vitally important at the moment that we do get the right information, and the right information only comes from our CEO. I suppose we break things down, we put it into our own words to a certain extent, and we might even give our own opinions on it. But that is our opinions, and I will always say it is my opinion. I was talking to Chris earlier on today, and I was telling him that I'm more excited now about what's going to happen than I ever have been as far as OnPassive is concerned. And you might think, well, why is that, Red? It's, why are you more excited now than you were, and you've been on this journey for a long time? Well, I'm more excited because I personally believe that everything will turn out right for a start. I think that all of the shenanigans and the wrongs doings from previously, as far as OnPassive was concerned, all of that will be sorted. And when I mean all of that, I'm talking about commissions will be paid, and any of the legal things with governmental departments will be sorted. Any backdated salaries for staff, etc., will be sorted. Any legal cases, etc., will be sorted. And that era of this business will be seen by everybody that it is all zeroed, and the outcome of that has been very positive. This leads me back to why am I more excited about moving forward? And the reason is because of the words of our CEO. It's bigger, it's going to be better, it's something you haven't seen before. People are going to be shocked at what they see. And all of this terminology that he is telling us means one thing to me. It means that if I thought it was good before with what we had before, then why wouldn't I be excited with what potentially is going to be better? Again, it makes sense to me, that. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you for your super sticker, my friend. Very kind of you. So that's why I'm looking forward to what is coming. When that's going to happen, how it's going to happen, I don't know. But again, if you apply logic to what is happening at the moment, we're not that far away, are we? Why has our CEO strategically started doing what he's doing as far as us seeing him in webinars, etc.? It started back at the end of February, if you remember, when he popped on to Chris's and Marty's live to say hello, to bring us up to date. And then within 3 or 4 weeks of that, we had our first webinar, and then we've had our second webinar, and here we are on the cusp of our third webinar. All of this is pointing to where we are going. He said it on multiple occasions now that we are going to not say anything until it is there. It makes zero sense to get us ready, which is what is happening at the moment, for the next phase, if it's going to be a long period in the future. It makes no sense. We need to have a momentum to carry us all forward. And part of knowing that strategy of how it all works is to time it just right, to time it so that that momentum builds as the time moves forward, so that when it gets to the period of our CEO saying, here it is, this is what you've got to do, let's start now, and we are going to go to the next phase, we collectively are all super excited, we're all hyped, we're ready to go, we can't wait to start. All of these types of words that I'm using now, that is how strategical people look at the time period of what they are trying to get to. That's me being extremely logical. Obviously, I might be completely off the mark, but I don't really think that I am. I think that if you listen and you look at things the way that I am, I'm damn excited because of what is going to happen. Another reason that I'm excited, many of us here have commissions in our wallets at the moment. Many of us are waiting for those commissions in our own wallets. And many of us have got a sizable amount tied up in there. So why am I not stressing about that? Why am I not stressing about those commissions that are there at the moment in the wallets? Quite simply, because of the promise of our CEO. He's told us that he will make sure that everything to do with the OnPassive platform is zeroed out. That includes the commissions, guys. Whether it's this year, whether it's next year, it doesn't really matter. I know that that's going to be coming, but that's not my focus. I'm not looking back at that, what is commission, those commissions that are in my wallet. No. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to where we are with the next phase of this business. That is what I'm focusing on, because I know that I could do so much more than what I'd done previously. I know that I can utilize my knowledge, my skills, the platform, the products, the services, all of these sort of things I can look at in the next phase and utilize it to the best of my ability so that I can get ahead of where I was previously. And at the end of the day, that's what we all really want to do, isn't it? We all want to get going. We all have to, that's what we want to do with the business. We want to get going so that we can start earning commissions with the new chapter of the business. We can start getting going in our online business. That's what I want to get my teeth into. That's where I want to be. And this is why I'm excited and looking forward to be able to utilize everything that is there so that I can start bettering myself financially for myself and the people around me. Plain and simple. Once I've done all that, then I can start doing other things. But that's my focus at the moment. Get going, start earning, and I can assure you, once that happens, any negative person who says anything during this time at the moment, guess what they're all going to do? They'll all come back. Every single one of them. Why? Because it's not a shiny object. It's been proven. It's working. We've sorted everything out. Everything is done correctly, etc. They'll all be coming back because they want exactly what has been promised time and time again by our CEO. This is a platform that everybody can succeed. No qualifications. Just if you're in, you're going to win. Same old, same old. And putting on top of that, the amount that he is going to be giving back to everybody, it's going to be absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, got carried away a little bit there, sorry. But I am excited. Can you tell? That's all I got for today. Thank you so much for everyone being on here.